All right. Death Note. Another note. The Los Angeles BB murder cases. It's a light novel by. It's a light novel. Tsugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata, but the one who wrote it, I believe, is Nisi. The one who wrote it is Nisiosin. Nisiosin. Um, and basically, this follows a case where L. Usually, when he took on cases, it involved. There had to be at least, I think, $1 million at stake, or at least more than or there had to be at least a number of 10 victims in total for L to get involved in any criminal case to investigate it. And let's see, he so why get involved in a murder case that only had a total of 3 victims? And at this point, they weren't known as the BB murders, but L, knowing how L is in the anime and the manga, both of them, both the anime and manga, he most likely figured out that it was Beyond Birthday, and that it was behind these three these three murders. And at this time, it was known as the Warren Ninja murders, or the locked room, or the locked room murders, because each room that the murders took place in were they had thumb turn locks, so you could lock them from I believe, the inside of the room. And there always seemed to be a Warren Ninja at each crime scene, nailed to the wall, or I believe it was either, nailed to like I believe the wall or the door. I believe there was a Warren Ninja placed there, but there so he basically, beyond, he was a failed successor because he couldn't take the pressure of being L's successor, and due to another thing that I won't mention because I don't want to spoil it. But you could, if you want to know what it is, you could look it up. And all right, the victims were all totally unrelated. But this book focuses more on the third victim rather than the first and the second victims. Although they briefly tell you what happened to the first and second victims. If you think about it, when I read this book, you think it's L, L from Death Note the whole time, because of the way Beyond Birthday imitated L. He just never met L in person, I believe, but that's how smart he is. He's pretty smart, Beyond Birthday. And he would have won if he didn't underestimate Naomi, because he didn't think Naomi would be that smart to or that clever to figure out his schemes, and he kept leaving like clues and hints and giving her hints. And to be honest, I'd say that even Naomi admits it. Without Beyond Birthday's help, she wouldn't have been able to solve most of the uh, the clues because they were hard to figure out. Only ones who could figure them out would have been Beyond Birthday himself, or even L. Well, of course L, but Naomi was able to figure it out when she figured out like the last one where Beyond Birthday tried to set himself on fire because he was, you know, he. I'm not gonna spoil it. What happens? I'm not gonna say what happens to him after that, but he was supposed to be I believe the fourth victim, and the idea behind that was if L can't solve a case if he can't L said if he can't save one life on that case, then he failed the case, or the case was unsolvable, which Beyond Birthday was trying to do. That's how Beyond Birthday wanted to beat L, was to become the world's greatest criminal and create a case in which L, even the world's greatest detective, L himself couldn't solve. But that was impossible because L kind of he figured it out already. It's just that he wasn't able to, since he wasn't physically there. He can't physically